Hi everybody! In this quick video I'll be showing you how to practice for and also how to complete the 10 key portion of test 1. So you'll go to that official typingtest.com site that I have linked in this week's Lamaku lesson. You'll then click on 10 key at the top, and then from the left menu you'll be taking 2 3-minute zip code tests. To practice, feel free to do the 1-minute zip code test just to warm up your fingers, and try to do that as many times until you're pretty comfortable and ready to take the actual test. So what you're going to do is to go ahead, when you're ready to take the actual test, is go to zip code test, select 3 minutes. Notice that it says the test begins when you press your first key, and so you'll be typing these numbers, pressing enter at the end of each line, and the 3 minutes will count down again as soon as you start typing. And so I'm going to go ahead and start typing so you can see how this is going to be completed. So I'm pressing enter, and I'm just typing down the line. So whatever is in green, that's what I'm going to type. And I'm going to pause this so you don't have to watch me type for the entire 3 minutes. Alright, so once your 3 minutes are up, you're going to be brought to this page. And what you need to do is to open up your snipping tool or your screenshot tool if you're using a Mac. So with your snipping tool, you'll click on New, and then you need to select everything. So starting at the top left here, and let me re-click that. So starting from the top here, I'm just going to select all the way from the top left down to the bottom right. And so for me to grade this and for you to get credit for the 10 key test, you need to have this entire section screenshotted. And so what I also want to do is to pull up the syllabus so you know that how you're going to get graded for this. And so I'm just going to move this over. I'm going to open up the syllabus. And then if you scroll down, and this is on page 6, at the top of page 6 we have the depressions per minute. Although I did say 2 5-minute, don't worry, we're only going to do these 3-minute typings. And it says depressions per minute. If you're able to do 140 depressions per minute, that's equivalent to an A. However, it also says errors allowed. And so all this means is that you will be getting 1 free error before I start deducting points. So let's take a look at the results here. Okay, and specifically what we're going to be doing is looking at the gross keystrokes per hour. So not the net keystrokes per hour, gross. We're looking at gross keystrokes per hour. But keep in mind that we're looking for the keystrokes per minute or depressions per minute. And to calculate that, we're going to take the gross keystrokes per hour and divide by 60 because there's 60 minutes in an hour. So this tells me that I had typed about 206.67 keystrokes per minute. However, there were some uncorrected errors, and it does say errors allowed here. So what this means is that although I have 3 errors, I'm only going to count 2 errors. So 3 minus that 1 freebie error means that I have 2 errors. And for each error, there's a 2-point deduction. So if I have a net of 2 uncorrected errors, 2 times 2 is 4. So all I'm going to do is to take this 206.666 and subtract 4. So my net keystrokes per minute here is 202.67. Okay, and so that's how you would be calculating, or how I'm actually calculating your scores for this. And so once you're done with each of the 3-minute typing tests, make sure to save this to your computer. Save it with a name that you'll remember. And so I'm just going to rename this as 10 key typing test 1. This is going to be saved, let's say, to my downloads folder. And then I'm going to go ahead and upload that as an attachment in the 10 key timed 3-minute time test number 1. Okay, and you'll be doing the same thing for the timed 3-minute time test number 2. And what you can do is to simply hit the reload button up on the top left. And again, you're just going to start typing, take a screenshot when you're done, and then upload it as an attachment.